Hey spooky pretties, and welcome back to my 12 days of Christmas. Today we are on day 6. I'm really excited about the recipe we're going to be making today because it was the first recipe I picked out when deciding to do the 12 days of Christmas. We are going to be making Toffee Chocolate Chip Cookies. And John is joining us again today. He said he had so much fun the last time being included, so I'm gonna include him again. So, welcome back. Yay. He loves coffee and he loves toffee. I thought of him when I saw this recipe, so I thought it would be fun to include him on this one since he was my inspiration.
Dark chocolate too.
Yes, dark chocolate. So, today in this recipe we have 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and 3/4 teaspoon of kosher salt, 10 tablespoons, count them, 10, of unsalted butter at room temperature, a tablespoon of instant espresso powder, 1 cup packed light brown sugar, a large egg, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, pure, 1 cup dark chocolate chips, about a cup of chocolate toffee bars chopped up, about 3 or 4 Heath bars, 1 cup white chocolate chips, and then red and white sprinkles for decorating, but I had red and green with some white snowflakes, so that's what I'm gonna use. All right, so John's gonna help me get everything in the bowls. The first step is to put the salt, the baking soda, and the flour into a medium bowl and whisk it together. We're gonna whisk it. You know, this is really random, but one of my favorite lines in The Walking Dead comes from Abraham's character, played by Michael Cudlitz, and he says to Glenn, when they find out Maggie is pregnant, he says, "When you were pouring the Bisquick, were you trying to make pancakes?" Is my favorite. And I don't know why I just thought of that when I'm whisking it. He is going to go get my butter, which is getting at room temperature. Would you grab that, please? And while he's doing that, I'm going to get the espresso powder ready. Tell them how you like your espressos. How do you like your espresso, John?
With the lemon twists. Double strong, usually a double with a twist, and a side of Sambuca.
That's all he drank every night after dinner on our honeymoon. We were there for almost 2 weeks. So we put the butter in there. All 10 tablespoons. No, I mean, it's a lot.
It is a lot.
And then we have a tablespoon of espresso powder. 1 cup packed light brown sugar. And we beat that in a large bowl with a mixer on medium-high speed until light and fluffy. All right, after that, beat in the egg and the vanilla until smooth. All right, so we're gonna beat that in until smooth. Get some of that edge in there. All right. Reduce the mixer to low and gradually beat in the flour mixture until just combined, and then we stir in the chocolate chips and the toffee bars. Then we are going to roll the dough into 1.5 inch balls, 2 inches apart on the prepared pans. And I didn't say before, but you need to line 2 sheets with parchment paper and preheat your oven to 375. I've already prepared those pans. So we're gonna roll the dough, spread them 2 inches apart, and then we're gonna bake, switching the pans halfway through, and until the cookies are puffed and just set around the edges. And we're gonna cook those for about 15 minutes. So switch them at about 7 or 8 minutes from top to bottom. And then we are gonna let them cool for 5 minutes. So then we're gonna decorate them. And to decorate them, you melt a cup of white chocolate chips in your microwave at 30-second intervals until completely melted all the way through. You can also do it on your stove top, whichever you prefer. And we're gonna drizzle those cookies with white chocolate. And then we're gonna decorate with sprinkles. And then you can refrigerate until they're set, which is about 30 minutes. So we're gonna come back at you once the cookies are done. We're gonna roll these suckers into balls, and then we're gonna let them sit and decorate and get pretty, guys. So we'll be back. For today's hot chocolate flavor on day 6 of 12 days, we are making white chocolate hot cocoa. Let's do this. And we're back after about 15 to 18 minutes in the oven, and then we let them cool for 5 minutes. We decorated them, put them in the fridge for about a half hour to make sure the white chocolate was set.
It's an eternity.
It's an eternity?
It's an eternity waiting.
I'm really excited to try these, so it did kind of feel like an eternity. But here's what they look like decorated. I maybe went a little crazy with the white chocolate on a couple of them, but I think they turned out okay. And then today's flavor of white chocolate. So we're gonna try this. It's legit white, like white. It's actually throwing my senses off.
Milk.
Yeah. Cheers. Let's see. I'm nervous.
I'm surprised. It's actually not bad. I'm not a white chocolate person, but it's not a heavy white chocolate. It's very light.
It's actually very light. Subtle. Kind of watery though.
Yeah, I noticed. I think all of them in this pack have been kind of watery, which is
Oh, no, that one's extra watery.
yeah.
Hopefully these are good. Look at the chocolate. Ooh, I just got some toffee. Ooh, I like that toffee. A little salt in there. Nice crunch. This might be my favorite one yet. Thank you for tuning in to day 6 of the 12 days of Christmas. Make it Meggy, guys. Thank you for turning in. What the fuck?
Turning into a crazy person.